Actually, local government is a real people-driven business. It's sort of so much of what we do, the quality of it depends on the quality of our people and their commitment and their skills. So getting the right workforce, getting people with the right skills and real commitment is absolutely vital to us being successful as the sector. Some people would say there's a recession, we can relax, there's not the competitive labour market out there, but I think it's really important if we want to get the talent, the real high performers coming to work in local government, that we still continue to sell local government careers and jobs and attract the best people to come to us.
I think it's really important that councils reward staff properly and put a lot of effort and thought into it. At national level, LGE is looking to modernise our pay and our terms and conditions agreements. One of the concepts we've been pushing recently is this notion of total rewards. Total rewards is a fairly new idea, though it is already used in the private sector to some extent, and it is about giving people much more flexibility. For example, younger elements of our workforce may prefer to have more holidays. Older elements in our workforce may prefer to have more money put into their pensions. Every aspect of people's experience at work should be something that they can buy into and be rewarded for. It's actually about giving people choices.
There's some real challenges ahead if we're going to work in different ways, restructure new ways of working. Taking the workforce with us is critical to whether that works or not. Leaders really need to pay more attention than ever to workforce issues if we're going to really thrive in local government.
Well, our top tips would be around the fact that you need real good buy-in from your top leadership group, your chief exec and leader of your council. You also need a very passionate and enthusiastic team working with you to make sure some of those difficult times are made as comfortable as they possibly can. I also feel you need a solid data source so you can actually assess how your organisation is doing. Try and focus on a manageable number of things. Give yourself a chance of achieving something. Try and make your proposals real by involving as wide a cross-section of the workforce as you can, using employee focus groups, trade union representatives, etc. Explain to people why it is you're doing it, but more importantly, feed back to them how it's gone, what the effects have been, and keep telling them that because it's soon forgotten.
It's important that we have a sector-wide workforce strategy because there's lots of shared workforce issues that we have in all authorities, and actually we save a lot of money, we save a lot of effort, and we achieve a lot more if we work together in tackling those.
Some of the benefits we've seen in the North West have been particularly evident because we've been working closely with our Regional Improvement Efficiency Partnership and developed a really good way of helping authorities with key issues. If you wanted an example, I'd probably give you the skills agenda in the North West. So we've got 28 authorities, which is great, who've signed the skills pledge. And that's a very public commitment as an employer to support your staff to attain up to level 2 qualification. Having made that commitment, they need to fulfil it. So we've seen groups of authorities work together, supported by regional organisations. And they've compared practice, they've developed things together, and the benefits have been economies of scale. They're not all developing the same thing, they're pinching ideas from each other. So I think real good examples of collaboration.
Recently we've been part of a group set up by our regional employers organisation where we've worked on a sub-regional basis on a specific project with partners on a musculoskeletal physiotherapy intervention project, which has had some remarkable improvements and reductions in sickness absence and therefore costs.
Things are going really well. We seem to be working really well nationally and with the regions and with local authorities. Workforce issues have really gone up the agenda. Chief executives and members now are taking a lot of interest in them. Apprenticeships are way up. 50% of authorities, it was 2 years ago doing them, now it's 77%. Grow your own schemes are up to 86% of authorities. Skill shortages are reducing in almost every instance. Leadership development programs are increasing everywhere. There's an awful lot of good news.
The key message for me on workforce issues is that councils, even in difficult times like this, need to keep workforce as their highest priority.
I absolutely agree with Jan. I think it's really important that authorities make workforce a top priority. If we're going to take advantage of this unique opportunity and really make local government achieve its ambitions, we need the workforce that's fit for the future.